Studios. Celebrities from TV, music, movies, literature, politics, and show business. At one time or another, they all come to the Ron Sedgy Show. So why don't you?
I needed money 'cause I had none. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won.
You can try fighting the law all you want, but the law is always going to win. From politicians and celebrities to sports figures and business leaders, they're fighting the law. Now, here to sort out the nation's top legal news stories is America's favorite legal analyst, Royal Oakes. This is the Royal Oakes Show.
Robbing people with a 6-gun. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won.
Thank you, Mike Warren, and welcome to the Royal Oakes Show, and welcome to our 75th anniversary program. This has been...
We've been around 75 years.
We've been around 75 shows.
Oh, shows, not years.
What a ride.
We are delighted to have, as always, our co-host, Ken Jeffries. And normally, Ken, you say, oh, what a week. Well, you have to now say, what a 75 weeks.
What a 75... Boy, what a 75 weeks.
Exactly right.
I remember 75 weeks ago, and I was just a
year
little...
and a half.
Our millennial correspondent, Connor Oakes, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me, as always.
For surviving these 75 weeks. So, before we get to our highlights, it's going to be a clip show. It's going to be like the old Johnny Carson show, possibly without that level of quality, but we're going to do the best we can.
Yes.
We're going to roll
These
it
are
out.
our best gems.
We got to say thank you to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to say thank you to Mike Horn. Mike Horn, the man who made all of this possible.
That's right.
He introduces us every week. He also owns the joint.
Hi, Mike.
And so thank you, Mike. This has been a fabulous experience, and it's all thanks to you. Secondly, got to thank our co-hosts here, Ken Jeffries. For a few weeks, I did the show alone, folks. If you can imagine me sitting here bloviating for an hour,
it was a nightmare.
drenched in flop sweats. Flop sweat.
That was
Yeah,
part
yeah, yeah.
By the way,
That's
that was
a
part of my
part-
contract when I came aboard. I had to bring
Towels.
washcloths with me. To
Just
wash
like
the
Albert
flop
Brooks
sweat.
in broadcast news. So can you imagine me for an hour? No. Ken walked down that hall 4 or 5 shows into the string and said, hey, you know, you called me up about being on the show. Let's do it. And he's been here ever since. And he does a fabulous job.
And I want to thank you for the magnificent salary that you gave me.
Quite welcome, and I think we're going to double it as of right now.
Not bad. Not bad.
And then thank you, Connor Oakes, our millennial correspondent. You're a very busy guy. You've got an important job. You're a busy guy. You're traveling a lot of time, but you have been hanging in there, sticking with the show, so thank you.
I love doing it.
You do a wonderful job. So we also want to thank Rob Marinko. Occasionally, he fills in from Florida now, and he's done a wonderful job. And we also want to thank our tremendous engineer, Matt Bizance, and also Mike Gary over the last 75 episodes. So let's get right to it. We want to start with a highlight from several months ago, and it sort of symbolizes the fact that here at the Royal Oakes Show, we actually break news.
We do.
And there was a huge breaking story.
We destroy news, I think.
Yeah, well, we kind of
Smash
bent
it to
it.
bits.
We destroyed it. Matt, please play the first clip. Hey, before we get to our feature of Guess the Verdict, guys, some breaking news. I don't know if you know, for years they've been complaining about the Washington Redskins name, and this owner, Dan Snyder, has absolutely resisted. He's sticking with the name. I don't know if you heard that. Today he has agreed. He's changing.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. He's changing the name. It's no longer going to be Washington Redskins.
What's it going to be?
It's just the Redskins. He's dropping Washington because it imparts a negative image of poor leadership, mismanagement, corruption, cheating, lying, and graft. So it was fake news. We did break news, but it was somewhat fake. But that's kind of symbolic.
I remember now why that was funny.
Beautiful.
It's symbolic of what we've been doing for the last 75 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, this next clip, it actually symbolizes the fact that, you know, on the old Johnny Carson show, and for that matter, Letterman, all the rest of them, the idea is smoothness. It's everybody just seamlessly moving in and out, no awkwardness, a conversation that folks
know we never had that problem.
That's where I'm headed with this, Ken. Right. There were some awkward moments on the show over the last 75 weeks, and I think this clip we're about to play sort of symbolizes it. Things don't always go smoothly. So, Matt, please play this awkward moment from the show.
You can try fighting the law all you want, but the law is always going to win. From politicians and celebrities to sports figures and business leaders, they're fighting the law. Now, here to sort out the nation's top legal news stories is America's favorite legal analyst, Royal Oakes. This is the Royal Oakes Show.
Thank you, Mac Horn, and welcome to the Royal Oak Show, and welcome to our co-host, Ken Jeffries. How you doing, Ken?
Hi there. Still hot outside. Oh, my goodness.
By the way, are you still in the witness protection program, Ken, or is there like an expiration on that?
What do you mean?
Oh, my gosh, Connor, I wasn't supposed to mention
I think you kind of blew it. Yeah. That sort of undoes
like
the point of you're on TV. Actually, you really shouldn't be on TV at all. That's really your fault for being behind the camera, in front of the camera.
all kinds of a fool.
Yeah.
Was I in witness protection?
I feel
me in a long time. Or
I feel like you would be more of the murderer than the murderee, but no harm.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. We're also welcoming our millennial.
Can you explain? Can you back up and explain this?
He's just big
millennial correspondent Connor Oakes to explain. Ken, it's just my wild sense of humor.
Yeah, he's wacky.
I don't actually think that you were ever in the witness protection program. It was, I guess, what I would call a joke. You see, bottom line, smoothness is overrated. I think what we reflect here is reality.
Exactly. It's so organic.
Can you explain that joke again? Because I forgot what that was about.
Thank you. Yes. That's all I wanted.
By the way, speaking of explanation, Ken, I want to apologize. My email must not have gotten through to you because I thought I did send the email about the black tie. And Ken has a tuxedo hanging up.
No one takes you seriously.
And it's in my closet.
I'll say
it's the thought that counts.
I'll say I'm at least only rocking the millennial version of the black tie.
It's sort of an AOC version.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
Black tie.
I'm hip to the times. This is what my generation would bring to the table.
It looks like something Bill Nye would wear. Though.
Thank you. That means a lot to me because Bill Nye is one of my millennial idols.
So our next clip on the highlight show relates to the fact that one of the nice things about this show is that you can just get angry and you can talk about your pet peeves. Ken, you've really vented on a lot of subjects. So have you? Well, Connor, you vent just about every time you open your mouth. Yeah. Well, occasionally I do, and this next highlight clip, it reflects a pet peeve of mine. Matt, please. Heidi Heitkamp is campaigning hard, and so she's talking about her opponent, some guy named Mr. Kramer, and she says this, quote, "He literally is gluing himself to the president, saying, if you like the president, then vote for me." Mm-hmm. So she's accusing Kramer of aligning himself with Trump. Now, when she says he literally is gluing himself to the president, do you guys have a problem with that? I have a problem with somebody saying literally when they don't mean literally, they mean figuratively. Why do people do that?
The dictionary has to evolve. People have been doing it for comic effect and exaggerative effect for enough times, enough years now.
That instead of exaggeration as their motive or comic effect as their motive, they're just stupid? Is that possible?
Yes, of course it's possible. But if you look in the dictionary, it's got two definitions now. It has.
You know what I think of the dictionary? Dictionary's gone. Dictionary's gone. You see, that's what's so great.
The gloves come off.
The gloves come off, and you
literally
can just
love that clip, by the way.
Yeah, literally. Love it. Marry it. Put a ring on it.
Yeah, I know they're changing the dictionary, but I just don't care. So for our next spot here, folks, I hope you remember this one, Ken. This is one of my favorites. It has to do with millennials getting a bad rap in our society. And we went down south to Montgomery, Alabama. Mm-hmm. There's a team called the Montgomery Biscuits. And as I recall, Connor, you weren't real happy with the way the minor league all club owners were treating folks in your tribe, your millennial group. So, Matt, please play Montgomery Biscuits for us. Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with Ken Jeffries, our co-host, and Connor Oakes, our millennial correspondent. So I know I promised to get the Michael Cohen, Donald Trump story, but screw that story. I want to talk about something else first.
We're going to
get to it. We're going to get to it. I saw this story. And
they're both scum. Move on. We're done.
You're a millennial.
Yeah.
We got to get Connor's take on this. Millennials are outraged.
Okay.
They're ready to sue.
Usually,
because they feel like they've been defamed by the Montgomery
darn right
Biscuits.
Sorry, what?
Ooh. Montgomery Biscuits. It's a minor league baseball team.
Oh, they don't make biscuits.
It's a Double-A affiliate down in Montgomery, Alabama. The Tampa Bay Rays. You're not familiar with that?
Your accent has both alienated and brought in several new Alabama viewers. So that's great.
I've kind of studied the Alabama accent pretty darn well.
Mm-hmm. But you never married your cousin.
So here's the deal.
We're done with that now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Alabama.
The name is Ken Jeffries, care of CRN.
No, you can't. I'm in witness protection. You can't do that.
So here's the deal. Montgomery Biscuits, it's a minor league ball club. And, you know, Connor and I used to go up to see the Lancaster Jethawks every August. We ought to do that again. It's a lot of fun.
They always played the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes for some reason. Every game was fun.
You know, it's a great outing because they know they have to promote. And anyway, what the Montgomery Biscuits are doing is they're promoting a millennial night. Now, here's the problem, Connor. They promised to millennials they will give them participation ribbons, napping stations, and avocados.
Nice.
And millennials are furious at this suggestion. It's gone viral. It's got 600 comments, 1,500 favorites. The backlash on Twitter was swift, with millennials criticizing the post for its insensitivity and thoughtlessness. Some people liked it. One person tweeted, "Bravo biscuits. You know millennials won't dig in unless it's gluten-free." Is that a myth? Do millennials reject food unless it's gluten-free?
Oh, yeah, it's got to be gluten-free.
So as a millennial, Connor,
water.
how do you feel about them, let's face it, trying to make fun of millennials by saying, well, you can have a napping station and it'll be a safe space at the Biscuit Park?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that whole thing. I feel like baby boomers kind of like exploded the economy and the housing market, and meaning we're going to have to work every day of our lives until we're 95 years old, and we'll never own our own homes. And as a result, I need a friggin' nap.
What about they got to put the stations at first, second,
What about
third,
the Greatest Generation? Do you have a problem with them too? Winning that big war for you?
You know, I don't remember that, but I hear great things about it, so they're okay in my mind. They're fine. They're fine. Gramps is cool.
And the Founding Fathers were okay winning that big revolutionary war
got some
for you?
problems. They did some things okay, and they also had some slaves or whatever.
Okay, so in other words, you're not going to sue over it, but you're not real happy about the whole.
I have a
napping station
nuanced
thing.
view of the Founding Fathers and the Greatest Generation, but I hate baby boomers with every fiber of my being.
Why? Why do you hate us?
Because you want to deny me my avocado toast, and it's the only joy I have in this life.
Avocado toast? What is it? What? Avocado toast?
Yes, we millennials got criticized in the media, broad, big, capital M, just like Trump, the media, because we were spending so much money on going out and eating brunch and eating expensive avocado toast that this author said, you're never going to own your own homes. We're never going to own our own homes because wages are flat or down, even as the economy generally recovers and economic stratification increases, and people go, oh yeah, Trump's economy is looking great, it's looking fantastic. Not for workers, but we are spending all our money on avocado toast, and that's why we're never going to own a home.
I think we're going to see Connor Oaks versus Montgomery Biscuits federal court lawsuit filed in Montgomery.
I would eat them alive.
So,
because they're biscuits.
Speaking of venting, that was wonderful that Connor had the opportunity to do that.
Eat them alive.
So we would like to monetize the Royal Oak Show, and in an effort to monetize it, we have come up with some movie trailers.
Yes.
There's a movie conversation
Gonna go big.
A Biden and Obama movie. So Matt, please play the trailer for the Obama years. Okay, so we're going to do this in one take, and here we go. I'll kick it off. In a world where the truth can fall prey to the fog of politics, Walter Brennan is Barack Obama.
If you like your policy, Pepina, you can keep your policy. If you like your doctor, hey, who likes their doctor?
For the first time in history, a first couple will become movie moguls. Emily Blunt is Michelle Obama.
Who are you calling an angry woman? Cockney accent? I just might feed you to a pack of Wolverines.
He sought to transform America.
Income inequality is the scourge of the nation. Yeah, it's the real McCoy, too. Hey, hon, would you check out our net worth? I think we're ballpark $12 million.
She sought to make the White House a smoke-free environment.
Mr. President, this butt better have Susan Rice's lipstick on it.
Netflix presents The Obama Years in celluloid. Now you can relive the wild 8-year journey to the land of left in the comfort of your living room. Special appearance by Elizabeth Warren as Sasheen Littlefeather. All right, so I have to confess that although we pitched that to Hollywood, that was going to be our big trailer for a movie. The movie hasn't been made, so they haven't bought our trailer.
Is the clip show good clips?
I have to tell you, when this anniversary show returns, we're going to do it again, another trailer.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Don't Meth with the President here on the Royal Oak Show.
We'll be back on CRN with the Royal Oak Show.
Were you scammed into signing a timeshare contract? And did you miss the part that said you have to pay for your great idea? Not only for the rest of your life, but when you're not here anymore, you get to pass this turkey onto your family for them to pay for the rest of their lives. Thanks, Dad. Don't burden your family down the road, and don't be stuck with expensive timeshare payments forever. Get out of your bad idea timeshare contract guaranteed, or pay nothing. Call Resort Release today and learn for free how their timeshare exit team can help you legally exit your timeshare contract. They've helped thousands of people, and they're A+ rated with a BBB. So if you feel scammed, get mad and get out of your expensive timeshare contract right now, guaranteed. Call NOW.
800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. That's 800-716-9903.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule.
I had seen my kidney doctor because I only have one kidney that works. And the other one doesn't work at all. And I was pretty close to going on dialysis if it didn't improve. This last visit to my kidney doctor, my kidney it's operating at 21% now. So that's the highest that it's been in the last 8 years. This is really working well for me, and I am so grateful that I found you guys.
When you call, use discount code FLASH, and we'll take 20% off any first preferred order of Balance of Nature and have it shipped to you free. Call 1-800-246-8751. That's 1-800-246-8751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FLASH.
When you really want Italian food, you have got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. It's word of the green time. Now, we might not know how many quarts make a gallon, but that's not the case when it comes to pints. Here's to you, and here's to me. May we never disagree, and if we do, the heck with you, and here's to me. There's no better place to celebrate St. Patty's than at Columbo's. After all, it was Aldo Colombo who discovered Ireland years ago on his way to Eagle Rock. Jazz every night, great Italian specialties, the world's greatest meatballs that'll have you singing Tura, Nura, Nura, the freshest fish and yummy steaks, great service and all so affordable. Happy St. Patty's at Good Times Central, Columbo's, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, Faith and Bigora.
Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with our co-host Ken Jeffries and our millennial correspondent Connor Oakes, and not just any show. It's our 75th anniversary show, 75 weeks, not years.
It's in dog years.
We don't just try to monetize the show. We just talked about a trailer that failed in its attempt to monetize. We don't just obsess about legal stories. Sometimes we just have some fun with some interesting news stories. And this next one is an example of that. It's about something called the crotch pot. Matt, if you So here's our second candidate, guys. His name is Glenn Van Pesky, and he's come up with an invention. You may see it on Shark Tank, and Mark Cuban may make fun of it.
Any day now.
So you've heard of a crock pot? You're familiar with the crock pot?
Yeah, okay. Smart.
Have you heard of the crotch pot?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, the crotch pot. It allows you to cook food using the heat from your own junk.
Oh, that's worse than I thought.
Have you ever stopped during a strenuous workout, placed your hand across the front of your pants and thought, wow, I really need to harness the heat from my own undercarriage?
You know?
Well, that's what Glenn Van Pesky
Hello, friend. It sounds like an Art Fern tea time movie thing. Hello, friends. You want to access the heat from your undercarriage.
That's right.
Incredible.
So go to Crotch Pot City.
He's the founder of Gossamer Gear Hiking Equipment. He's invented something called the crotch pot that lets its wearer use the steam from their own junk to cook a seemingly edible meal. The $19 pouch is made from Cuban fiber, a high-performance, ultra-lightweight fabric that won't chafe any delicate areas while you're preparing fettuccine al testicolo.
Oh, my God.
The crotch pot is designed to hold a 1-quart Ziploc bag so your dinner contents are completely sanitary. So would you guys, if you were, on Amazon looking for a gift, a birthday gift?
The sweaty balls routine.
Exactly. Alec Baldwin on SNL.
I
the
thought
sweaty
I
balls.
understood cooking. but I do not. Don't you have to get stuff like really, really hot
Well,
to cook
then
it?
you work out really, really hard.
Yeah, maybe if you're climbing Everest.
The target market is a backpacker or hiker so committed to carrying nothing, they're willing to let their own meals marinate in their pants. Infrared images of the human body confirm what's basically common knowledge. One of the hottest parts of the human body is the crotch area. Ooh. Your body naturally generates significant heat while hiking. Why not harness this heat for a warm dinner? So that's his pitch.
Sweat equity, I guess, yes.
I like it. That may be the best line.
Can I just say something?
Show the sweat equity.
It looks like the way that picture was set up, for those of you watching it on Facebook and whatever, it looks like I had a lobotomy.
Now, but we're here to testify.
It's been
your brain is totally intact.
75 weeks. We worked out the kinks.
So we came up with another movie trailer to try to monetize the show.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of Breaking Bad meets President Obama. The title of the movie was Don't Meth with the President. Hopefully you'll get it when Matt rolls it. Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with our co-host Ken Jeffries and our millennial correspondent Connor Oakes. So, guys, I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a new novel out, and it's about Obama and Biden. They've teamed up as crime fighters. There's a scene in the book where Obama bursts into a motorcycle gang clubhouse in Delaware, casually toting a sawed-off shotgun to rescue Biden from a mob of angry, heavily armed bikers. Oh, hell yeah. Looks like you all know who my pal is, Biden tells his antagonists with satisfaction. So this is a real novel with the president and Biden as characters. So I thought it would be appropriate for us to do a trailer for another movie, and hopefully somebody will write this movie after they hear the trailer, and we'll send it to all the studios. And you guys have your scripts. Are you ready for this?
We're ready.
And I think Mike has put the extra good tape in the machine, so we'll be able to send
the
this
Scotch tape for a change?
MGM.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to begin right now. In a world where the executive branch can multitask, John Hamm is Ronald Reagan.
Well, we not only execute the laws, we're going to take the law into our own hands.
One pair of crime fighters decided to act in the gender-bending role of a lifetime. Rosie O'Donnell is George Herbert Walker Bush.
That, like Washer better. That methamphetamine kingpin is going down. Not gonna let him get away with it. Wouldn't be prudent.
On a cold day in 1985, Reagan and Bush, undercover, decided Walter White was going out of business.
Sure, I'll say your name. Eat lead, Heisenberg, you filthy animal.
All right, already.
It's your turn, Ken.
Can we get somebody to... It's your turn, Ken.
Line?
Can we get somebody to clean up this mess?
Nice.
The Gipper like you've never seen him before, and the Veep warming up for his Saddam Hussein smackdown, opening on Christmas Day. Don't meth with the president. So I think the problem, guys, is that we haven't actually made the sale at any point.
That's true.
You know, we've given it our best shot. We've done the movie trailers,
and frankly, the content is there, right? The movie trailer was great. Mm-hmm. The script was great. The acting, the voices, the accents, everything.
You know, we could have had Richard Nixon that would make it perfectly clear, the script.
See, there it is. I think we can sell this. We just have to
sell it.
I think it helped actually that a few of us blew lines occasionally because
made it organic.
That made us seem even more human. Exactly. Yeah. When we come back, we're actually going to have an amazing story about Rudy Giuliani pumping up the president in the Oval Office to try to inspire him to new heights. We also are going to play probably the favorite feature of all time on the Royal Oak Show, the Poop Train feature. Another slam on the South.
Classic.
Stick with us on the Royal Oak Show.
We'll be back on CRN with the Royal Oak Show.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Hi, everybody. Michael Horn from CRNTalk.com. You know, we provide you with the best in talk radio. 8 channels of talk radio, from radio on the left, radio on the right, sports talk, business talk, religious talk, Spanish talk, you name it, we've got talk radio for you. All at CRNTalk.com. Well, now we'll bring you video as well as audio. That's right. Watch your favorite shows like The Robert Conrad Show, The Fred Dreyer Program, What's Cooking Today, What's Cooking on Wine, The Lounge, and so many other shows in video right at our website, CRNTalk.com. You can also watch us on Roku. Just search CRN Talk, and you can watch us on Roku on any TV anywhere in the world. Also on Facebook Live. Go to Facebook.com/CRN Digital Talk. Facebook.com/CRN Digital Talk. Roku, search CRN Talk. Check us out on Tiki Live and at CRNTalk.com. Video for you talk fans, all from CRN Talk.
Hi, everyone. This is Fred Dreyer telling you about my favorite Italian restaurant. It's Angelo's and Vinci's in Fullerton, California. Angelo's and Vinci's has the best pasta, the best seafood, the best salad, spaghetti, lasagna, and the most incredible pizza. And the chicken is delicious. Marsala, piccata, cacciatore, parmigiana, and more. For desserts, try our spumoni or our tiramisu, my favorite, flown in fresh from Italy. And the cannolis and the zeppolis are out of this world. Open for lunch and dinner. And don't miss the Sunday champagne brunch, just $23.95. Are you kidding me? It's all up the road from Disneyland at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Angelo's and Vinci's, like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. Call 714-879-4022 or visit us online at angeloandvincis.com.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with our co-host Ken Jeffries and our millennial correspondent Connor Oakes. And this is, of course, our 75th anniversary show, 75 weeks. Thank you to our listeners and our viewers for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. So this next story, again, we occasionally break news here on the show, and we were actually able to break the big story about what kind of music they use in the Oval Office to have a little presidential pumping up process. So, Matt, play the clip, please. Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with our co-host Ken Jeffries and our millennial correspondent Connor Oakes. We're talking Stormy, talking Donald Trump, of course, talking about Michael Cohen, but mostly right now we're talking the star of the show, Rudy Giuliani. He is center stage.
Wow.
And this song actually is what Trump used to pump him up. Yes, you haven't read it on the web.
What song is it?
In
now,
absence of actual facts, Trump played this song for Rudy and told him, this is your fight song. Bump it up, please.
That is amazing.
Rachel Platt, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this Katy Perry? It sounds like Katy Perry.
This is Rachel Platt.
It does sound just like Katy Perry, actually.
340 million views of this song.
Oh, it's a great song.
So who sings it?
That's why Trump played it for Giuliani.
Okay, I just got to know, did Trump, whip out his iPhone and try to finger...
No, they actually...
I'm stuck on Twitter. How do I get to the YouTubes? I need to show you this video.
They have an 8-track system in the Oval Office.
Of course they do.
Yeah, it was left over from the Nixon. You guys didn't hear that this was the way...
By the way, they had to conjure up the ghost of Rosemary Woods to figure out how to operate it.
This is amazing.
Well, okay, I made that up. All right, so at the end, I did confess. I may have exaggerated it, but the idea of an 8-track system in the Oval Office, it's pretty cool that they would be with the modern.
I mean, I could see Rudy basically, bathroom mirror, slapping himself in the face, shot of whiskey, got to get on the Sunday shows. What am I going to say?
I got to tell you something.
Worst client ever.
Now, just to bring this up to date real fast, we haven't seen Rudy in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Donald may be unhappy with him.
Ever since Truth Isn't Truth.
I'd like to see him go through the Rocky routine where he drinks the raw eggs in the morning and lifts logs and so on.
Runs up some stairs.
So the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
One of the consistent themes on the show has been Connor Oakes, our millennial correspondent, defending his millennial pals. But occasionally, you realize, to be truthful, you just don't agree with everything the millennials say. And this next clip is an example of Connor being sincere and breaking type. So, Matt, please play Forest Bathing. So I told you about forest bathing. It's the biggest new craze in America. It's a revolutionary way to walk through the forest very slowly. It's the new age thing in Sonoma County. It doesn't involve actual bathing. You soak in the wonders of the forest. You take an hour to meander 50 yards down a manicured garden trail. You look at everything. You look at the leaves and the twigs. If you see an ant, you stop and take it in. You get up close and personal with your ant. And Amos Clifford is charging thousands of dollars, $3,400, to teach forest bathing workshops for wannabe leaders to do what he does.
Wannabe indeed. At the risk of sounding like, I don't know, you. Don't these hippies have jobs? Come on, people. Forest bathing?
Isn't it time to slow down and disconnect from those devices, Connor? You know, they're not allowed to have their iPads and their iPhones and so on.
Millennials, you're embarrassing me.
You see, Connor Oakes being honest.
Got to keep them in line.
Yeah,
got to keep them in check. They're my people,
right.
but sometimes they're my wayward children. You know what I'm saying?
So earlier I mentioned that of all of the favorite spots in the show in the last 75 weeks, Poop Train. I think that's the heaviest response we've got.
It's a classic.
Around the country. They feel especially strongly
heaviest
about
response,
it.
More
in the southern states, southern United States, they especially responded to this. So this is a very sad story.
I still can't open my
We didn't
own
make
mail.
this up. This is not fake news. So Matt, please play Poop Train. The headline, Poop Train Full of New York City Sewage Raises Stink in Alabama Town.
No.
Yeah, an Alabama mayor says her small town smells like rotting corpses more than 2 months after New York City's so-called poop train rolled in.
And as the next New Yorker, we were happy to send it.
Stop saying poop train. I can't.
I'm just reading what's in the news, Connor. It's not like I make this stuff up.
Why don't we work in the news so we can write poop train?
It was a little gift from the Big Apple to the great state of Alabama. Probably a little Jeffrey Sessions, poking at him. It's in Parrish, Alabama. A stinking train load of human waste from New York is stranded in a tiny Alabama town, spreading a stench like a giant backed-up toilet. This guy's like Hemingway. Associated Press.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of stenches.
That's right. That's Dickens, I think.
Right, exactly.
And the poop train is just the latest example of the South being used as a dumping ground for other states' waste. Did you guys know this is a scandal?
Population-wise, that may be true.
Now, see, that's the kind of attitude.
I'll take every cheap shot available.
Royal Oak Show is big in Mississippi and Alabama.
That's right.
So we don't want to tick off people.
I'll take every shot possible to make fun of people who are in any way different than I am. But this does seem unfair. The idea that we would cart actual, literal human waste into someone else's...
Well, that's how you referred to it. I use different words.
Yeah, the poop train. That's way better. You're right. Why? How is this the best way to dispose of
There's just a tendency.
waste?
They just like to go to the South. In Parrish, Alabama, population 982, the sludge-hauling train cars have sat idle near the Little League ball fields for 2 months.
God.
The smell is unbearable, especially around dusk after the atmosphere has become heated, according to the mayor. Oh, my goodness, it's just a nightmare here.
Well,
it smells like rotten corpses
there goes our one Mississippi viewer.
It smells like death.
They could have made it into a tourist attraction.
Honestly,
What's the matter?
Here's the problem. It's a scandal. I want to see
for
John Oliver talk about this.
Yeah.
He gets on his high horse about climate change and all this other stuff.
And now this.
Yeah, all kinds of waste have been dumped in Georgia. You're a fan, I can tell.
Yeah, I like
have been
his show.
dumped
It's
in
good.
Georgia, Alabama, and other southern states, including toxic coal ash from power plants around the nation. In Parrish, folks are considering rescheduling kids' softball games, playing at fields in other communities to escape the stink.
Yeah, I'd be
Would New York-
rescheduling ever going outside.
Would New York City like us to send all our poop up there forever?
By the way, does it say, do we know how that train landed in Alabama? of all
No,
crazy
I don't know.
things?
It just seems
And how they got
wrong.
stuck with it?
The mayor sometimes dabs peppermint oil under her nose because the smell is so bad.
That is the most southern thing I've ever heard.
The sludge smells of dead, rotten animals as well as human waste.
By the way, that belies the song Sweet Home Alabama, doesn't it?
You know, barges of waste have been turned away by North Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Mexico, Belize, and the Bahamas. Apparently, there's a tendency, maybe gravity just takes this stuff south.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think it's a very unpleasant situation. So I think that one of the refreshing things we've been able to accomplish on the show, guys, is that political correctness doesn't matter. I think a lot of programs, we won't talk about poop train. It would make the people in the South unhappy.
You know, they could have left it in, by the way, as the next New Yorker, they could have left that poop train in Long Island City in Queens, where Amazon was going to go. I grew up not far from there, actually. It would blend in with the overall
And if they'd
ambiance.
allow Jeffrey Bezos to actually provide $27 billion to the local economy, he could have cleaned it up. But no, AOC said, no, I don't like billionaires. $3 billion in tax relief? Think of the things we could do with that. It's as if AOC somehow has the idea that there's $3 billion sitting around in Uncle Scrooge's money bin, and she doesn't realize that she's saying goodbye to $27 billion in jobs and pumping up of the economy. And all Jeff Bezos did was say, look, you're going to charge me $10 billion in taxes and so on. Kick it down to $7 billion. I'd like a $3 billion haircut there, because if you don't, I will go to St. Louis or elsewhere. Is there something I'm missing?
Actually, Bill Maher argued last night on TV that he should have gone elsewhere, and he should have gone to, like, Nebraska and some of the flyover states. Seriously.
A little chilly there. I mean,
Speaking of
I don't think the
breaking
Amazon people
down,
would want to hang out.
No,
there.
they really do. And see,
Anyway.
breaking down political correctness, we're willing to call them flyover states because we're West Coast elitists.
Yeah,
and in
no,
that
that's
sense,
true.
That's the whole like breaking down, like fighting political correctness is really embracing your willingness to just make other people feel bad because you don't care, and that's, I think, a noble goal.
Well,
as
and
well.
that kind of gets back to my point about political correctness. I mean, for me to do a bad accent by an Alabaman, why not? And yet I think some shows are so sanitized that they can't do that. Another nice thing about this show is, again, we can talk about our pet peeves. If something really ticks you off, you can just let it go.
And everything does.
And I've had a chance to do that. And this next clip is an example of one of my little pet peeves. So it has to do with the Truman Show. So, Matt, play it, please.
Truman Show.
I still have a pet peeve with that
The
movie.
Truman Show? Okay.
Yeah, the Truman Show. Because, you know, did you like the film?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago.
It's
It was
really
kind
good.
of,
You know, the concept,
it was interesting.
Ed Harris adopts him as a corporate adoption, and he every minute of his life. And as he grows up, you know, he marries, who's the gal, big actress, forgotten her name, but, you know, he marries this
Heather Graham.
gal. And so, you tell me why that wasn't prostitution for her to be married to Truman. You tell me why. Or do you think they were celibate? Did they have a celibate? I don't think so.
It's performance art. The difference between pornography and and prostitution is just that there's a camera in the room. There were a lot of cameras
you
here.
You put any kind of shine on it you want. Truman's wife was a hooker, okay? Nobody's going to talk me
I was
out
just
of
talking
that.
about that with my friend Stormy Daniels the other day. And
So, I still feel the same way.
Sure.
People have tried to talk me out of it.
No, you're right.
Yeah, there's absolutely, unless we accept the idea that Truman was celibate.
I'm with you. It absolutely was. But at the same time, legalize sex work, get Robert Kraft in here. He'll probably be on board. Why not? I mean, come on.
Oh, we did get current events in the show. Okay.
We're jailing these folks for just trying to make a living. Poor Laura Linney, name of the actress we couldn't find the day of. I'm telling you, she's doing Truman a service.
Oh, I'm sure she did. So the thing about the show, again, our consistent theme is we want to monetize it because podcasts, it's difficult to monetize them. And the idea of
Fortunately, Ken finances everything.
The idea of making a movie and selling it to Hollywood was inspired by the concept of snakes on a train. Now, you all are familiar with the movie Snakes on a Plane. Samuel L. Jackson.
Of course.
Very popular film. There are people who make movies that sound like popular films, and even though they're total crap, they sell because they sound like it. And there was literally a movie called Snakes on a Train to rip off Snakes on a Plane, and they made money. It went straight to cable or
VHS or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So we thought, well, how hard can this be? Why don't we do it? Now, Star Wars, you've heard of Star Wars, right?
Yes. Okay. Once or twice.
Okay, so there is a movie that we were pushing called Par Wars. And we thought, well, if people go to Star Wars, they'll hear Par Wars. And so we created a trailer for Par Wars, hoping to go to Hollywood and sell them on the idea. And I believe Rob Marinko was in on this one. So let's just see how it goes. Matt, please play the trailer for Par Wars. So we're pushing a film designed to exploit the success of Star Wars, and we call it Par Wars, and I will kick it off now. In a world where the lowest score wins, two men vowed to crush their opponent with a flurry of birdies and eagles.
Jack, the only green jacket you'll ever wear is the Maitre D' uniform at the Burbank Sizzler.
Paul Rubens is Arnold Palmer.
Arnie, you're over the hill. Why don't you go home and drink yourself?
Steve Buscemi is Jack Nicklaus in the untold story of the ugliest rivalry in professional sports.
I tell you, Vinny, it's simple. Just whack Jack with a 9-iron behind his left knee. He'll never putt again.
It was a battle that made Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan look like lovebirds.
You're washed up, Palmer. Go fly your plane and leave the links to us athletes.
Yeah? You're so stupid you think a water hazard is a polluted river.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're so stupid you think a hall washer is an appliance to use in your shower.
No, we're going to do that one again. We're going to take two. Huh? Take two on that line, please. Go ahead. It's not hall washer. It's a different word.
Can you say that on radio?
Yeah, he can say it on radio. Okay, take two. Jose will edit it out. Go right ahead. Rob, please.
Oh, me. Okay. Rob. You're washed up, Palmer. Go fly your plane and leave the links to the... Oh, that's the wrong line.
That's quite all right. Jose can edit this all out.
Over here, where it says Rob.
Doing a lot of pressure. My wife doesn't usually watch me work or play. Oh, yeah? Hey. Well, you're so stupid you think a ball washer is an appliance you use in the shower.
Well, you think a sand wedge is some sand that's, shaped like a wedge.
It was a rivalry that grew quarrelsome.
Get off my green.
Well, why don't you stick your... Another word you can't say on the radio.
The word is niblick.
No, thank you.
It's legal.
What is this, like Password, the old TV show? You're Alan Ludden? And
what is
the word
niblick?
Is password. Okay, the word is niblick. Oh, why don't you stick your niblick where the sun don't shine?
Par Wars. The unpleasantness begins on the first tee. Guys, that was nearly perfect.
Oh, sure it was.
No, really. Jose will spend the next solid week trying to clean that up, but I think that it'll work.
Well, that was
amazing.
I'm surprised. I'm stunned that Hollywood hasn't called looking for Par Wars.
I can't believe you guys did that without me.
Actually, some guy from Hollywood, his name was Bob Hollywood.
No.
And he paid us to junk it. How much you want to bet we'll burn it for $500? It's
kind of a catch and kill National Enquirer situation.
Some guy named Pecker called.
Came by.
I just have to say that Ken, Rob Marinko being a professional broadcaster with several decades of experience, I was a little disappointed with some of the line readings.
But you did great.
Oh well, you nailed yours.
Nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nailed it.
But
you stroked it right down the fairway.
I stroked it right down.
You mentioned Robert.
Okay, then.
You mentioned Robert Kraft. This is pretty amazing. Here, a guy's on top of the world. He's just won the Super Bowl for the sixth time or so, and he's arrested for soliciting prostitution.
Right.
And apparently it's 60 days in jail at worst down in Florida. But I guess the thing that maybe really is worrying him is human trafficking was possibly involved.
Yeah, they say he was not involved with that. They do also say, according to, I think, ESPN, that he is not the biggest name in this to be released in this. So the bigger name, seriously, don't know who they are.
On the other line?
I don't know. The weird part was, of course, at the end of the Super Bowl, they asked Brady and Edelman, where are you going to go? you won the Super Bowl. I'm going to Disney World. Kraft said, I'm going to go to a spa.
Yeah.
Where, no,
Relax.
he didn't say that.
Chill. Take a load off.
I don't know.
Well, they're talking about suspending him possibly if he's found guilty of the crime. I mean, I don't think it's going to go
that
like,
has been done before.
Yeah, I mean, Donald Sterling, the NBA banned him for life, and they fined him $2.5 million for making racist comments. So who knows if Mr. Goodell will do something like that to him. Hey, when we come back, a music video called Flo Rida and our trailer for a movie called Punny Girl as we wrap up the Royal Oak Show. Stay with us.
We'll be back on CRN with the Royal Oak Show. You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
Hey Lorraine, do you realize that your mother, my mother-in-law, Chef Maria, has been serving Las Vegas since 1949?
Yes, I do, Dennis. That's when she first met Howard Hughes, who fell in love with her cooking.
And in 1955, she opened her first restaurant on Fremont Street.
Yes, dear. And another great customer was Liberace.
Wow. Then in 1962, while Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack were causing global excitement on the Las Vegas Strip, your family opened their second restaurant.
And in 1972, Elvis Presley began electrifying Las Vegas audiences and eating in our restaurants.
You know, Lorraine, this is quite a town. There's only one Las Vegas.
And there's only one Bootlegger Italian Bistro.
Folks, when you're in Las Vegas, come visit us. We'll make you feel like you're part of our family.
The Bootlegger Italian Bistro, conveniently located at 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard, South Strip. Visit our website at www.bootleggerlasvegas.com.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule.
I believe that your company has the answer because I've been through cancer treatment and knowing what it does to the body, and oh my, if that's all that medical science has to offer, there must be a better way, and I think the better way is knowing what to eat and getting it. I do notice that I have less inflammation. I feel like when I'm taking Balance of Nature, I'm getting fruits and vegetables more than what I would ordinarily get. I like when I open up the bottles, you can really smell the fruits and vegetables. I mean, I know I'm getting fruits and vegetables.
When you call, use discount code FLASH, and we'll take 20% off any first preferred order of Balance of Nature and have it shipped to you free. Call 1-800-246-8751. That's 1-800-246-8751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FLASH.
Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with our co-host Ken Jeffries and our millennial correspondent Connor Oakes. So we're into the final stretch here for our 75th anniversary show, 75 weeks, and we want to wrap it up with a couple of final clips. Once more, our obsession with somehow monetizing the show. You've heard of Funny Girl. Funny Girl.
I actually haven't, but
well,
let's go.
A hugely popular show,
yes.
Play,
Broadway
movie.
show, play.
I am obligated to pretend I haven't heard of it because
it made Barbra Streisand the star.
Barbra Streisand, enormous hit for her.
Yes.
And so most everybody, let's exclude millennials, most everybody on the planet has heard.
You're always excluding us.
So if you were to go down the street and see Punny Girl is showing, I think you'd buy a ticket.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
so Rob Marinko and Ken Jeffries and I decided we would do a trailer for Punny Girl. You were off on special assignment, gallivanting.
Exactly.
So Matt,
please
play the trailer for Punny Girl. Mm-hmm. Now let me set this up for you. I have a friend who used to work for Fox Video Distribution, and he told me about a phenomenon that maybe you've heard about. You think of a movie like Snakes on a Plane, right? Big movie. terrific, exciting.
Samuel Jackson.
Yes, exactly. So a company came along and said, you know what? If we make Snakes on a Train, we will make money. Period. We will make money, and they did. They made the lowest budget possible.
Snakes on a
movie.
Train.
Snakes on a Train, and it was a drama. Some bad guy released Snakes on a Train, and they released it. Goes straight to video, makes money because of the similarity. Okay, they probably had a few legal troubles, but that's okay. So we are going to monetize this podcast by getting a movie.
It's about time, by the way.
Yes, getting a movie going, and the
Just
movie
kidding.
is going to be called Punny Girl. Now, Funny Girl was a big hit for Barbra Streisand. Well, we're going to make Punny Girl.
Really?
Okay?
We're
Yes,
gonna do
we
that.
are.
All
And
right.
just like Snakes on a Train, it's going to be made, it's going to make money, and we're going to share 98.11. Okay, that's I think a fair.
You're cutting
distribution.
Connor out? You're cutting your own son out?
Connor's not here today.
That is cool.
Okay?
Don't tell him, all right?
Connor's not here
Don't
today.
tell
He's
him.
not making the trailer. Okay.
Wow.
So, but in order to make
98.11.
it, we have to have a trailer for the film. This will help sell it.
All right.
So, I'll be playing the role of was it Don LaFontaine?
Well,
was the guy.
Don
man.
LaFontaine, the
The
voiceover
man.
guy,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And you guys will be playing Aunt Fritzy and Sluggo and Nancy. So here we go. Here is the trailer. I shall begin. In a world where children are supposed to be seen and not heard, little Nancy just wouldn't shut up.
Hey, Aunt Fritzy, it's chilly today. Will it be hot tamale?
Meryl Streep is Little Nancy. And in the gender-bending role of a lifetime, Tom Hanks is Aunt Fritzy.
Time for cookies and milk, Nancy?
With Justin Timberlake as Sluggo.
I tell you, Nancy, she's just trying to give you diabetes so you won't have the strength to pun anymore. Just say no.
Coming to a video store soon, Punny Girl. Apologies to Ernie Bushmiller. Guys, that was great.
I got goosebumps.
Now,
I don't
you
know
know,
if you can see this on camera.
I can see it.
I cannot believe I got cut out of the money on that one.
And there's no reason why we can't keep recycling.
Rob had goosebumps. I had shingles, by the way. So it's aluminum siding, which is another story.
No reason we can't keep recycling these proposed trailers.
You're right.
Yeah, somebody in Hollywood is going to stand up and salute.
We're going to have a good day one day.
Yep. So we're coming to the end of the 75th anniversary show. The final clip is actually a music video. If you saw Hangover, there was a very lively song over the credits. And Connor, unfortunately, this hasn't really sold either. But Rob Marinko was here. I think you were on special assignment, Ken. And please, Matt, play the Flow Rida song.
Masterpiece.
Welcome back to the Royal Oak Show with our co-host Rob Marinko and our millennial correspondent Connor Oakes.
You spin my head right round when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down,
Now, the thing is, what's special about that is that after Connor's performance, he has gotten offers. He's been in Vegas. It's been remarkable.
Yeah, I love doing
It's
karaoke.
been a remarkable 75 shows, guys. Ken, thank you. Connor, fabulous job. See you next week, folks, on The Royal Oak Show.
Enjoying all your favorite